think that MTV starts a conversation about LGBT issues by just putting the issue in your face. True Life has a really cool responsibility because documentaries highlight things that are not talked about or taboo, and people can learn from them.
As Americans expressed shock and grief at the vicious murder of Matthew Shepard, the nation also revealed its mixed feelings about homosexuality.
I think it was so important that MTV provided a platform for Matthew Shepard's story. Is this how we finally get attention, is by kids getting killed for their sexual orientation? MTV has always had such a pulse on the youth culture, and this was something people needed to hear.
There was a lot of political awareness, and I think it opened up a level of conversation on MTV that had never been had before.
Coming out of the closet. For many young gay men and women, it can be the single most important moment of their lives.
I've tried really hard to be the son that you wanted me to be.
MTV really broke new ground with the True Life I'm Coming Out series because it really showcased real individuals going through this process.
The most memorable moment was when Joel was coming out to his mom and she brushed it off. So the cameras left and he was able to set up a camera and actually come out to her.
No, I'm not avoiding son because it is contagious.
Wait, what's contagious?
Being gay.
MTV is a huge beacon of light for a lot of LGBT people.
MTV's True Life helped me understand that there were other people in the world that were going through the same things that I was going through, having the same difficulties.
I came out right around the same time, and it showed me what it could turn out to be.
I see you the same. To me, you're my Ashley, you know?
Love you.
MTV's True Life really opened up a lot of perspective for me. I grew up in a small town, so I was the only outed gay guy in that town. So watching that air helped my confidence and really everything about me.
I remember the lesbian couple, and they were saying goodbye to each other at an airport, and a woman walked by and said, "Get a room, girls."
Get a room, girls, get a room.
And I remember thinking, if that were a man and a woman, she would have just walked by. I remember being like, oh, MTV's really showing something serious here and that we should be paying attention to.
True Life I'm Genderqueer was the first time in television history when genderqueer people had their own special dedicated to us. I think the thing that I'm most proud of was the moment I came downstairs wearing a skirt confidently for the first time around my dad.
Hi.
And instead of being like, "Dad, this is who I am," I was just like, "Okay, we're good? We're good."
Can you deal with it?
I can deal with it.
Okay.
I can deal with it.
Yay!
Non-binary and genderqueer people across the country came out of the woodwork telling me this story meant so much to me and gives me faith that maybe I can work stuff out with my family.
After the gunfire stopped and the damage was assessed, the tally was grim, the deadliest mass public shooting in modern U.S. history.
True Life We Were Orlando was so impactful because it showed the aftermath of what happened at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, where the victims of this tragedy are just endless.
People think because I got released from the hospital that I'm okay. I'm not okay. I'm still connected to a machine because I have a hole in my back.
Hearing Tiara and Tony's stories of losing a loved one on that random Friday night really hits home. I blame myself for this. I'm the big cousin. I should have told her no. She couldn't go to the club.
Louis didn't make it. He was my best friend.
It could have happened to any one of us. None of us are immune to hate and violence.
I'm gonna miss you, bro.
I think that scripted series in general are really important on shedding light on LGBT issues.
When Undressed was on TV, they were always very groundbreaking and pushing the envelope.
I think you can die happy now. You were the bed. Both.
Growing up, Undressed was like one of those shows I used to sneak away and watch.
Big step. Buying a bed together? It's huge. You think we're ready? Yeah.
It was like the first time I actually seen a real gay relationship play out. It was quite cool to see.
Undressed was one of the first shows to have a couple that represented the LGBT community, and I think it's really important to represent this community because it's real life. Stay alive with me. My first kissing scene on Teen Wolf was with my castmate Kylan, and I was also really nervous because it was my first on-camera kiss. I wanted it to be really good. I wanted it to be really epic, so I went for it, and the fans seemed to really like it.
We're making it normal, especially with a show like Awkward or even a show like Faking It. Our shows are rooted in some sort of reality.
I knew if we got too close, I'd have to tell you, I'm transgender.
A few viewers reached out to me and sent me messages about like, oh my God, it's so refreshing to see a trans character on a show. Not only is the character trans, but you are transgender, and that's so important to have that authenticity and that representation brought to the role, which was really, really nice.
MTV has come in with all these characters who are willing to explore their sexuality, which I think is truly groundbreaking. It's okay to be bisexual, it's okay to be bi-curious, it's okay not to know, and these shows are telling kids that it's okay to be who you are.
Baby,